Okay, Savannah, let's pack a 9-pound tent and a 25-pound pack. Whoop! Out here into knee-high snowdrifts and set it up for no reason. It's gonna be really good. So I booked myself a winter weekend survival course in about 6 weeks. I've never been camping before except for like some car camping when I was a kid. And I'm a little nervous about the cold and just being out in general. So obviously, you know, weekend winter course, that's gonna cure me of it, right? We're gonna go when it's freezing cold and miserable. And then it's gonna be, then I won't be afraid of it anymore, probably. Or I'll never do it again. So we've got all this gear that I haven't tested before. You know, it's like we got, new crampons. I got new boots. I'm checking all my base layers, my mittens, my pack. And I've got a 9-pound tent in here that we're gonna go up to a campsite that's nearby and test it out. It's snowing, not heavily, but you can see it's kind of deep. So we're gonna get out here, we're gonna get up to the campsite. It's only a mile or so up there, I think, and just practice setting up this gear and see what happens. As much as this is a bit challenging and sketch, this is absolutely stunning up here. Just the snow on all the trees. You can't see the trail, it's covered by, it's gotta be at least 6 inches of snow here. But it's quiet, there's no one else out here. It's lovely. I'm very excited. So on the drive up here, we were debating if we actually want to live up here, you know? It's like, where it's kind of remote, where you're getting a lot of snowfall like this, where the roads are bad, you might get stuck, dig the car out. I think we're not quite there yet. Need to get a few more things in place, but every time I come up here and it's quiet and it's peaceful, I'm like, yes, I do want to live up here where it's remote and quiet. Snowshoes versus crampons, it's hard to say. Oh, you can't see any of the rocks or anything under here. That's slippery or might twist an ankle, so you just kind of got to be careful. I'm loving these spikes though. It's fantastic. It's dying down. You can hear the wind kind of whistling through up here. This is a different kind of hike. Stakes are a little bit different. Oh, okay, we are on rocks now. When you step down, expect your foot to roll off of the rock. So deep. Things that I have learned so far. I should probably bring snow pants or some kind of waterproof covering. So we're almost up to the knees at a few drifts here. Oh well, on we go. I feel like the fawn in Chronicles of Narnia. They're just like those little hooves in the deep, deep snow going through the snow-coated pine trees. The wardrobe to Narnia. This is why I've been doing a lot of heavy squats at the gym. You can step up and push up with this heavy pack. This reminds me of the hike we did in Utah. It was actually by the Salt Lake, and I think it was January. It was a sunny day. I wasn't expecting it, but a huge part of the trail just ended up being this 15 or 20 degree angle. It was not like you're gonna fall straight off the other side, but if you got going, it was gonna be bad. And it was snowy and it was cold, and I just remember picking along it and being like, Tony does not get to pick the hikes anymore. That was a long time ago though. So we're leaving Roosevelt National Forest and entering Comanche Peak Wilderness. This trail is actually really special to me because over a few years I've come here with one of my siblings and her partner, and we come up and just always in the summer I have some really lovely hikes along the river on Labor Day where somebody got a bloody nose, a dog got out and took off. Something fun's always happening up here. But this trail's actually pretty long if you take it to the end. If you were to go all the way to the stopping point right now, it's a 14-mile round trip. But if you hit that 7-mile mark, there's a river crossing. This trail follows the river the whole way, which flows all the way from its starting point up in Rocky Mountain National Park, clear down into Fort Collins. And so what I really want to do, not in this weather, mind you, but is to hike this trail, do a through hike all the way to where the river begins. And I think we'd go through Roosevelt National Forest, Comanche Peak Wilderness, and then Rocky Mountain National Park. Be pretty amazing. So look for that as a summer trip. I'll make him look surprised. It kind of looks like one of those tiki heads. That's beautiful. The river's so pretty. getting a little tired. About 10 minutes ago, I was like, surely we've gone almost a mile. But man, walking in shin-high snow, that's a different sort of game. These red berries are cool. I haven't made it in a long time, but pumpkin pie with whipped cream and sugared cranberries on it, just a fabulous dessert this time of year. And I maintain it makes any pumpkin pie better. It just does, you know, it's like on its own, it's kind of like, pretty good. You can swallow it down with a lot of whipped cream on there, but add some little pop sugared cranberries. Oh, delish. Not these though, don't eat those. Well, damn snowstorm came through here. Here. Oh, that sucks. There's a big rock there. But there's not a giant boulder waiting to bash you in the knee when you start. It's gonna be a little steep. Yeah, here we go. So we got some options. First things first, find a spot to put this pack down. Then I'm gonna start clearing snow. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay. This is going to work terribly. Yep, terrible. Good for firewood though, except there's no fires up here. Ugh. Why we're digging, flattening, clearing a small area. Man, it'd be pretty cold to be sleeping out here. So I guess one of the things I'm learning is whether it's a better idea or a terrible idea to clear the snow area and kind of pack it down. Am I gonna make it lumpy? Probably. Don't know until you try. I'm gonna take out the footprint, which is a little thing that goes underneath the tent to keep it from getting torn, and just kind of see how I'm doing space-wise. It's also kind of cool because this could double as a tarp. In the video I made on like trying to build a shelter the first time with an actual tarp, that thing was so heavy and so unwieldy. But now this maybe half pound. Throw this in the pack, it's got the straps, got the things. That's pretty awesome. Better than I thought. Woohoo, fly away, little tarp. Alright, so there's a rock there. Clear a little bit more this way. And this way. Trying to keep my fingers warm. I have the best circulation. And I've got spikes on, so I don't want to step on this. You know what's going to be the worst part of this is trying to get this broken back down and in this pack. Holes. Rain cover, which we may or may not mess with today. Stakes. Tent. I'd say it's a bit longer than the footprint. This is the rain fly. That's the tent. That makes more sense. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to wrap this back up now. I'll actually do that first so I've got an area to work that's not just snow. No, my main goal today is just to get the tent set up and just like understand the way it works. The rain fly is no big deal to attach. I remember doing that. Could have been better, could have been worse. Snap the snow off of this. That's satisfying. Last time I set up a tent that somebody actually slept in was when me and my family of 11 kids all went up and went camping, and we had to bring, like it's car camping, but it's air mattresses, it's everything else. I made the packing list. We had a hand pump for the air mattresses. So we're being in there pumping for hours. Crazy. Okay. Make sure I got the opening. I guess you can go on either end, so it doesn't really matter. I love vertigo. I will say, I have not played in the snow like this since I was a kid. It's kind of fun. All right, we got stakes, or at least loops for stakes. Come here. Very good. That'll do. Yep. So far, so good. See all the lumps under here. Like if I was actually gonna sleep in this tonight, holy. A 1, a 2, take out someone's eye. Good Lord, how long does this thing go for? Go there, you go here. Tony is wisely backing away. Sorry. This ain't that complex, knock on wood. Okay. Deal with you momentarily. Holy. Go one way versus the other. I don't think it does. Just gonna start clipping. See how much of this I can do with my gloves on. Not much. Alright, time to go quick. 1, 2. It's like in Better Call Saul when they're doing the thing at the end, robbing the thing. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, your hands get cold quick. 2, 3. This should go through the near one, so the far one can be an actual stake. If I remember correctly. Alright. Is it starting to look like a tent? Oh yes you will. Ha ha ha. Alright. I am victorious. Halfway victorious. Get back up there. And you. Escape. Oh, you're jumping off. Looks really good so far. What do you know? All right, come here, orange. You stay. Ha. Pink. Houston, we have a problem. This is a side clip, not a top clip, which is stopping it. There we go. And now that goes down. Oh dear. Or the whole thing comes up, either way. Okay. There we go. Tent is up. Just needs to be staked down. All right, the tent is up. Take a peek in here and see what we got. All right, tent is up. Honestly, that's not bad. Throw the rain fly on, get some stakes in the ground, just pound them with a rock. Pretty cozy. All right, tent's up. I'm pretty happy with how that went. Feeling a bit more confident about getting this up when I go do that winter overnight weekend. That is went up easier than I thought it was going to, even in the cold and the snow here. But I can see the sky getting darker. The snow's kind of picking up. So I'm gonna take this down and we're gonna get packed up and get out of here. I'm Savannah outside. Follow me for more.